You mentioned doing the necessary work to build that solid fan base, and you mentioned content overload. Are there any other ways that I could think outside of the box to kind of supplement that content?
You have to study your audience.
Okay.
You have to literally dream up who your target person is. What are, where are they eating? Where are they shopping? What are they listening to? What are they watching? And going where they are at all times. So I think TikTok should be what you should focus on. Also, looking for video content creators on YouTube. Content creators, they want royalty-free music, Right. So a lot of times you can find people online, who have a following or whatever, who are just making like video content. And you can say, hey, I'm an artist, I do music. You can use my music, in your videos for royalty free. Because a lot of people, they're looking for music that they don't have to pay for. It's all about thinking about how people are consuming right now, which is video content, which is short form content. People aren't really watching linear TV like that anymore, not appointment television anyway. Follow the, music editors, follow the, influencers online. I know you seem like, into fashion a lot. Like, make sure you are building relationships with like fashion bloggers or fashion, girls on Instagram. And like, it's really about following, like I said, your audience and in every way tapping in. So there's a whole culture of girls, or not even girls, but guys and girls who just do the dance videos like you do. Have you ever heard of Playground in LA, that dance studio?
Yeah.
Like a lot of dance studios now are all about releasing these videos, that go viral with somebody dancing to like a super popular record. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So connecting with those girls online who, are not even, I don't know why I say girls. I just follow a bunch of them. But, so a lot of those popular influencer dancers, getting them, hitting them up and say, hey, I had this new record. It sounds, so, familiar. I mean, it sounds similar to the stuff you've been dancing to, you could, could you do a dance to my record or whatever, that kind of stuff. Those videos of just people dancing to super cool records, they go viral because of the dancer. But then people are like, I've discovered so many new songs like that where I'll see one of those dancing, those people dancing. And I'm like, wait, what is that song? Yeah, I think it's just all about studying the platforms that people are consuming on and like, what are people doing on those platforms? So, TikTok is all, creative videos, their dance challenges, their, music video snippets and all that. So you should be doing all of those things. And I think you can't go wrong by being everywhere that your audience is, and then your product being quality. At a certain point, it's gonna just happen because most people have one or the other. Most people, it's like, oh, I'm a good content person or I'm good at social media, but once I click on the music, it's like, or you're so good and you're such a creative that your music is so great, but you're not good with staying relevant, socially. And like when you marry the two and you're consistent, you will get discovered because that is how A&Rs and label people, that's how they are finding artists. They, to be honest, they've gotten lazy. Back in my day, they used to like, if you were an A&R, you would, fly to whatever, you would like study the radio play in different cities. You would hear about an artist that was getting like great radio play or whatever. You'd fly down to see them in their local market. Label people did more of the work. Whereas now, once the internet came, they're like, oh, we don't really have to do the work. Let's let them build a fan base. Let's let them, create the buzz, and then we'll jump on. And so that's kind of what you have to do.
Okay.
So like, it's the same as like conversations. If we were going to talk about the film industry, so if you want to talk, you asked about like music licensing and all that kind of stuff for TV, it's the same as like music. It's like, before you make waves, socially, are you going to be able to walk into whatever director and like, audition for the top role of, it's like, there's work to do before that. But when you are ready for that you can do that easily by finding like online, like digital distributors. And when you signed up for those, like TuneCore, signing up for those like digital distribution companies, they'll get your music, you know, sign up on Spotify and Vivo and, you know, all the different the places where people consume. But a lot of those companies also will help you with, you know, submitting your music to TV people and that kind of thing.